What up, y'all? It's gonna be a cool video. I don't think I'm gonna make it too long, but I feel enticed to make it. So, senior attention for young men, right? How's that experience? What is the truths and what are the myths, right? So here's some myths, right? Before you get on senior attention, you start looking at these videos. They're like, you're gonna be able to pull any girl. You're gonna be able to work out every day, all day. You're gonna be making more money. You're gonna be, what are the myths they say? Like, I don't know. Like, everything is like rainbow and butterflies for these motherfuckers, bro. That be on senior attention, right? So here's the truth. No, life is not gonna get easier. When you're retaining, right? There's a difference between retaining your semen and retaining your life force. There's a big difference because when you start retaining your semen, which is one of the things that, it's one of the biggest traps, if not the biggest trap that every man is into in this reality right now. Like, every man is just busting nuts every day to porn or with their wife or with their girlfriend, basically fornicating or just letting off, their seed everywhere, you know what I'm saying, without making children. So that's one of the biggest traps. So when you stop that and you go the opposite way, you're gonna notice some changes, some subtle changes, You're gonna notice some like changes on yourself. You're gonna also notice the way people react to you and all that stuff. But it gets subtler, you know what I'm saying? It becomes like you start feeling your whole body. Like, you don't feel numb anymore. You feel full. You feel like there's actual life flowing through your veins, you know what I'm saying? And then it becomes life force retaining. So you're actually gonna stop, you're gonna get to a level where you're gonna stop consuming bullshit, which is like 3D bullshit. So bad food, like fast food, you're gonna stop consuming that. You're gonna stop consuming so much sugar. You're gonna stop consuming substances, drinking, smoking. You're gonna stop consuming so much doom scrolling, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna stop masturbating, you're gonna stop watching porn, you're gonna guard your eyes and your temple. So basically, there's levels to this, you know what I'm saying? But I wanna debunk it, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they come on here, bro, they come on the net, and they just say like the fairy, the lollygagging ass shit, like just fake shit, you know what I'm saying? But senior retention is literally like, it builds a strong foundation, like a strong base, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, I don't know. I don't really know where to start at because it's just so many things that people lie about, Your energy's not going to be, you're not going to be like Super Saiyan, bro. You're going to be like how you were before, but you're going to be refined, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be refined and you're going to be smarter with your life force and you're going to be more direct and more intentional with the things you do, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's just like, you start seeking the truth in things, you don't, there becomes a point where you're gonna start seeking the truth in what people say, you know what I'm saying? It's not about what they're saying, it's about what's behind what they're saying, like, why are they saying what they're saying? And so you're gonna start looking for truth, and when people sense that, they're gonna be shook, because if they're not spreading the truth and your lie detector goes off, ring ding ding, they're gonna be like, oh shit, this guy knows, he knows. I'm gonna go to somebody who doesn't know, you know what I'm saying? But then that's even better, because when you run into someone who's spilling the truth and you're spilling the truth, both of y'all sense that you're spilling the truth and y'all create a really strong connection. You guys create a strong connection when you're just passing the ball back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Those are really strong friendships that you build when your energy is rising, you know what I'm saying? And so, yes, man, this is an interesting journey, man. But like, don't fall for the mind shit. You know what I'm saying? Because your mind tries to tell you like, yo, I'm on SR now. I'm gonna attract this and that. And then, no, it's not anything that you're thinking of, bro. Not only that, SR might be even worse for somebody that's coming off of a lot of addictions. You know what I'm saying? A lot of addictions that kind of kept your subconscious, you know what I'm saying? So your trauma's gonna come up now, right? So your trauma, the things that kind of like are static in the back of your brain are like things that are very subtle, but they they affect the way you act with people and the way you react to the world and like just everything. Like they start becoming more light is flowing through your body, so more light is purging whatever's in there, and it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. You're gonna see your trauma. You're gonna see your trust issues. You're gonna see your biases. You're gonna see your flaws. You're gonna see everything for what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that could look super ugly, bro. That could look super ugly. But one thing I can like 100% guarantee is that you'll never regret getting out SR. Ever. Because the way you start the journey and the way you're at now with your SR and the way you are as a human, you're just better. Like you're just more mature. You're more coming of age, coming of spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just a better human. You care about people. You care about yourself. You know, it doesn't mean you go and give everybody money, or it doesn't mean you go and you're more mindful though. You can like see when somebody's a little messed up and you give them space, and then if they want, you can come and like help them, right? And then you can also wake up one day and be like, yo, I have this feeling in me, like I don't feel too good right now. Like, all right, I'm gonna sit with this. You give yourself space. You're not like taken hostage by your mind and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of your inner thinking, your inner handling, and just everything about you becomes healthier. You become like your own doctor, your own guru. Now, this is something that a lot of people don't touch on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they skip past this part because they're simply focused on the 3D. The truth of the fact is, you have a lot of dormant knowledge sitting inside your body, right? And all of these minerals and vitamins that are inside of your seed, when you're starting to hold that and it recycles, and those oils go up your spine and it nourishes those, thinking of the word right now, it nourishes a part of your brain, the glands. It nourishes these glands, right? And so yes, it's a chemistry experience, but it's the maturing of your body, it's the maturing of your brain, and it's the activation, more light in these areas of your brain that are in the past not activated. So you're acting like an animal before, but now that these things are being activated in your brain, you're not an animal no more. You're thinking like a light being. You're thinking like a higher being, and then this knowledge that's already like in you starts getting unlocked because more light is entering your body. More light. Chemistry wise, more minerals are entering where they need to. More minerals are cycling through where they need to cycle through. You know what I'm saying? And there's excess as well. There's something I also want to touch on: wet dreams. You know what I'm saying? Bro, wet dreams been kicking my butt recently, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's how it happens. But the wet dreams, they expose, in a way, it's the body's way of releasing excess, but it also exposes your subconscious and like your tendencies and what you have going on in your head. You know what I'm saying? So however you work that out, you do that. But it's a journey, man. It's a journey. You gotta just experience it for what it is. You can't just want to be at level 100 and you just started. You know what I'm saying? It's a journey, you know. So yeah, stay up, guys. Like, oh, this is something I also want to touch on, bro. If you relapse, bro, and you're psychological, be aware, bro. If your mind is trying to be like, oh, look at you now. Like, people are not looking at you now. People are not paying attention to you now. People are treating you like a little kid now. People are not giving you respect now. Pay attention to how your mind talks to you before the relapse and after the relapse. Because then you're going to stop taking the mind so serious. You stop listening to the mind at a certain point on SR, and you start listening to the life force, the way you're being moved, you know? Because, bro, the way it like sets up the relapse, it's like, okay, we're gonna play here. Okay, you remember that wet dream? Do you remember that experience with your girlfriend? Do you remember that experience that you saw on the phone? Okay, yeah. Play around with that a little bit, you know? Okay, yeah, touch yourself. Oh, yeah. You know, do that, do this. Yo, after the relapse, you're feeling a little down, you know? This is how it used to be. it'd be like, yo, why did you do that? Be like, yo, you're stupid. Like, you couldn't just transmute that and like run or like work out or take a cold shower or do something. And then you're like, oh yeah, I could have done that. I could have done that. And you're like, oh man. Like, bro, it's funny. It's funny, but it's sad, you know, because it's like a lot of guys, they're like a victim to their minds, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you have to, I'm not saying you have to do anything, but it's always better to tame your mind, you know what I'm saying? And see it as a passenger. See it as a passenger. See it as the backseat driver, you know, because there's something that's moving me right now to speak to you guys, and there's something that's moving me right now to give this advice, you know what I'm saying? And so that's not my mind doing it, it's the force that's coming through me, you know. The mind is kind of in the back, like, you know, it's a spectator, you know. It's like, not me, it's not me. But yeah, man, get these big streaks together. They might seem unimportant, or they might seem in the moment to be like not working, but bro, I'm telling you, the more nutrients you have like flowing through you, it's like lubricant for your body. It's like your body heals, and your body, like, you have like inner instructions to fix yourself, and you have an inner guru for these existential questions that you have. And it's really just where it's at, bro. It's where it's at. This is where it's at, for real. Like, retaining the life force, retaining your nutrients, treating your body like gold, boy. Like, this is where it's at, for real. Experimenting, you know what I'm saying? Making mistakes, but learning from them, you feel me? This is where it's at. So I'm gonna get up with y'all. I haven't really made a video in a while because I've kind of been like, I just relapsed on a 90-day streak, so I'm kind of just like regrounding. But yeah, my boy, just experience this whole journey, bro, for everything it is, the good, the bad. Don't expect no results, because when you're least expecting of the results, then for me, boom, out of nowhere, stuff happens, bro.